the only person you can blame is yourself. Like, that's it. Not your parents, the government, your friends. No one is to blame but you. The moment you realize that, bro, like, all the strength will enter you and you will be free. You'll be liberated. Because thinking or blaming other people is a trap. Because if you're blaming other people, you're basically saying that your life or wherever you are heading in life is down to another person. Oh, it's the government's fault. Oh, it's my parents' fault because they did this. Oh, it's my friend's fault. Like, you're taking your power away. You're giving your power away when you blame other people. If you want to be, like, have strength and control over your life, take accountability. Hold it on your chest. Say, it's me, I did it. Because whatever situation you find yourself in, somewhere down the line, you participated in it. Somewhere down the line, you attracted it to yourself. Somehow, some way, it come down to you. Now, some situations it seems impossible. Like how you think like, how can I even be me? Like, this situation happened, my parents did this to me, or But even in them situations where it's virtually impossible to blame yourself, still look at yourself as the problem. Because if you are the problem, you can also be the solution. If another person is the problem, then that's it. You're powerless. The moment you get into that state of mind, wow, wow, you're in a different round, bro. You're in a different round altogether, bro. Every time something happens, an argument, situation, ask yourself, what can I do to make the situation better? How can I improve? What decisions can I make? Because in this world, you can only control yourself. You can't control government, weather, parents, people, situation, work, colleagues, peers, whatever. None of them things, you cannot control it. The only thing you can control is the way you react to it, the way you perceive it. That's it. The moment you realize that, that's it, bro. And then you start to evolve as a person. Your mind starts to evolve. Your perception starts to evolve. And you start to gain strength and power because you realize that, oh, if I adjust myself, then the situation will automatically adjust. But if I stay in this state of mind, then the situation will stay the same. So every situation is based on your perception, based on your reaction to it. It might be a bad situation, but if you adjust yourself, you can turn that negative into a positive. But if the situation is negative and you're thinking negative, and that's it, you're going to drown. The moment you do that, you realize, like, I have so much power or so much influence over myself and situations and people. Look at yourself, man. It doesn't matter what your parents did to you. It doesn't matter what anyone did to you. Look at yourself. How can I be better? Self-awareness, wow. Self-awareness. If you're not self-aware, then wow, your life ain't even started for real, because you don't even know where you are. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know anything. Self-awareness is the beginning. Take accountability, man. It's such a beautiful sight. When I see a person take accountability, I always think to myself, wow, that person is so strong, so powerful. Because to put your hand up and say, yo, it was my fault, is a difficult thing. It's easy to point the finger, oh, it's him. Yeah, he did it. Or, oh, nah, yeah, it was them. Oh, it's the government. Like, it's easy to point the finger. But to look at yourself like, you know what? It's my fault. You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to do better. Now, initially, you might think that sounds weak and that sounds like a loser, but no. That's the true strength. That's true liberation right there. Take accountability. There's no one to blame, bro. If you're broke right now, there's no one to blame. It doesn't matter if you grew up in poverty, you grew up in a certain area, if your parents were broke or whatever. If you're broke right now, it's because of you. If you're overweight right now, bro, it's your fault. You did that. It doesn't matter if your parents fed you junk food or only processed food. It's still your fault. If you every situation, bro, it doesn't matter what it is, it's your fault. And the moment you take that stance, whoa, that's when the game begins in that, man. That's when life really gets good in that. That's when you really, really, really start. That's the beginning. That's the end of suffering. at the same time, that's the end of suffering. Because if you look at suffering, really, it's coming after there's different types of suffering, but really it's coming from blaming other people. Somewhere down the line, you're blaming someone. If you take accountability, bro, that's the end of suffering. That doesn't mean you're not going to face any hardships or things won't be difficult. It's just that you're not going to give your power away anymore. This life is challenging, man. This life is difficult. It's going to be even more difficult when you blame other people. So if you want to make life easier for yourself, if you want to actually take control, then look at yourself. Even in situations like how, you think to yourself, like, how can that be my fault? How is that possible? Like, it's clearly this person's fault, or it's clearly that person's fault. Clear as day. Still, stop, think, look at yourself in the mirror. What can I do about it? What did I do to participate? What did I do to make the situation worse? Like, it's a journey at the same time. It's going to be difficult at first. It's going to be very challenging at first, actually, because you're going to think, like, you know, to blame yourself is very difficult. But the moment you start to do that, I'm telling you, man, things will start to be different, man. You start to get empowered, you start to progress, and the journey will just be beautiful. So that's the video, man. Take accountability.